Well, by now everybody's heard about the tragic and horrible flooding that's happened in the state of Texas and mainly in the center part of the state in what they call hill country. As I believe the death toll is now over 70 people and still many others missing, including 11 children from that camp, I guess, are still missing. Wow. Do you remember the peaceful days of like 2015? I was just thinking about that today, how quickly the news has changed from a couple stories a day that I felt were really important to dozens of stories per day that are important because of the times that we're in. But I'm going to show you this video here real quick showing you how quickly the Texas floodwaters rose over 20 feet in as little as 37 minutes. Here we go. Wow. The power of water always never ceases to amaze me. How powerful it is once it gets going. And it'll find a way. Look at all the debris in there already. It's a time-lapse video, so I'm not sure how far we're in here. Wow. Taking out trees right beside them. Wow. Now a little bit here, he's going to have to leave this part of the bridge. Wow. Look at that. 37 feet rise. Wow. In just over a half hour's time. That's where he was standing. He had to back off. Then it starts over. So please keep these folks in your prayers. Guys, we need to pray like we've never prayed before. We need to love one another like we've never loved before. We need to forgive also one another like we've never forgiven before. And of course, repent like we've never repented before because of the times that we're in. And don't forget to listen as well. Listen for the Lord's voice during these times. This is why it's so important to be very close to Him right now. I've never had such an urge to be in my script, be in the Bible, be in God's Word, be in the Scriptures, and just constantly stay close to Him because we need to hear His voice when He says it's time to go. You got to go. Just like in Japan, they've been evacuating people as these earthquakes continue. So far, we haven't had what they call a main event quake. We've had a lot of these smaller quakes, which aren't all that small. In some cases, we're looking at a 5.5, 5.6, right? So they're getting up there a little bit. But nonetheless, a lot of people have been evacuated from these islands. Can you imagine feeling those quakes nonstop? Because that's pretty much what it's been. It's been over, I think 1,200 is the last count, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly. It's hard to keep track anymore. But these are some of the latest ones here in Japan. As you can see, in Tonga as well has also been going off right down in here. With Japan, 4.9, Japan, 4.7. And also Hawaii, 10 kilometers south of Hawaii, 2.9. 4.7 Japan, 4.6 Japan. Then we have one in China, 4.7. Then back to Tonga again. So the Ring of Fire in particular is really going off right now, especially on this side, on the western side of it. So, wow. Keep your eyes on things. As always, guys, earthquakes in diverse places indeed. And of course, they had that prophecy that that comic book predicted an earthquake this month. In fact, I think it said July 5th, so we're already past that, obviously. But scientists are still saying that there's an 82% chance that a megaquake is going to hit this region. And they predicted within the next 30 years. Well, with the way things are going now, it could be within the next 30 minutes. Who knows? So, and then also Russia here. Also, this is also part of the Ring of Fire. Alaska and the Aleutians going off, as you can see. Japan again at 5.5. Wow. 4.9. Another one south of Africa. I mean, is this diverse places enough for you? Earthquakes in diverse places, Matthew 24/7. Wow. Guys, it's all coming, man. It's not coming, it's here. You know, people say something big is coming. Well, I say something big is already here. And it's happening all over the world. Look at the floods in Texas. Look at these earthquakes in Japan, just as two little examples. And then this is also from Texas. I won't play this whole, well, I guess I will. It's only about a minute long. Listen to what this guy says about cars in the river he saw floating past him with people in them screaming.
So how long was the river down there before obviously this happened?
Oh, way down there. Way down. See where that bush is? You see where it's on the other end?
Mm-hmm.
It's only about 8 feet wide. So it's all this. Look at how high that is up there.
We've seen trailers wrapped up in trees.
I've seen about 15 or to 20 trailers come by this morning, and they and cars, and a lot of them had people in them that were screaming. And we couldn't do anything about it because they were 100, 200 feet away. And
I was thinking about that after I watched this late last night. I thought, what would that be like? I mean, can you imagine being in your car trying to get away from this stuff because you saw it coming or whatever? And you heard the water rushing in, but you can't because it's already got you up, lifted up off the ground and floating down the river with the rest of the debris. That must have just been absolutely terrifying.
How were you able to get up? Did you just wake up in time, or?
that dog kept me up. And I said, well, I better get up and see what's going on. And then I saw it come up, so I started warning out everybody else. And I never thought mine would be gone. Because I've been here a lot of floods, but it's always been way down there. That big tree right there,
This one that's still
that huge
standing?
one, you can't see how big it is. That's over 500 years old. Still standing.
That and there's only a few things still standing.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, this was all, you couldn't see anything. It was all debris, you know. Now you can see everything. Holy moly, I'm gonna see what's going on.
Okay.
So y'all have.
I've been through flash floods before in North Dakota, where I'm from, and it's no joke. It's scary. I had to walk chest deep through waters to get to safe ground over at my mother's place because she was in a second floor condo. My apartment had absolutely flooded out. This is back around 2000. So I've been through something like that, and it is absolutely a mess and absolutely scary. Lost my truck. They towed my truck because it got stalled in the road, and it was just a huge mess. And I can't imagine what these people are going through. Well, I can imagine a little bit, but this was on a different scale. This was on a different level. And to go along with all that, it looks like the state of Texas caused it all by themselves. The very government that says they're going to protect you does not. So this area of Texas that was hit by flooding rain is part of this North American Weather Modification Council. So let's get into this. 9 U.S. states are using cloud seeding to modify the weather right now. The part of Texas where those horrific floods just hit is part of the area under weather modification. This isn't conspiracy, guys. These are official policies, they're government documents, and it's active. So there's a link here to the official website of the North American Weather Modification Council explaining what is actually being done to affect the weather. Right now, Texas, California, Utah, Colorado, Nevada, Idaho, Wyoming, New Mexico, and North Dakota are blasting chemicals into the sky to force rain, create snow, and suppress hail. Here's all the maps proving it, including my home state of North Dakota. So now compare the green shaded areas in Texas on the weather modification map above to the Google map below showing the area location of Kerrville, Texas, where the flooding took place. Gee, kind of matches up, doesn't it? Sure does. To many rational people, it would seem clear that the emitted weather modification areas had a direct effect on the massive flooding that's taken place in Kerrville. It's called cloud seeding, and they're logging thousands of hours every year. Texas covers 30 million acres with weather modification. Utah seeds skies every winter without public input. California lets utility companies steer storms while towns flood and burn. No public vote, no national debate, just quiet control. This isn't about helping people. It's about controlling the weather, water, and who gets both. Yeah, it's even illegal to capture your own rainwater on your property. In many states? Did you know that? So when your town floods or dries up, ask yourself, was it really just nature? No, probably not. So then Trump says he has declared the area a federal disaster area. So help should be coming in, they say. But you want to be prepared as best you can, guys. You don't ever want to rely upon FEMA or any kind of government entity. So there you go. But of course, how do you prep for something like that? A once-in-a-lifetime flood situation. I mean, it's pretty hard to prep for something like this, guys. It really is. So, wow. Amazing how fast that came in. Goes over 20 feet in as little as 37 minutes. Those are the two numbers that got screwed up. But I mean, you can see where he's standing there on that part of the bridge, and then later on, he can't stand there anymore because it's coming up to the top of the bridge and becoming very dangerous to stand there. Wow. Keep all these folks in your prayers, guys, and keep the ones in North Carolina that were affected by Hurricane Helene last year. Keep them in your prayers as well. They're still going through hell and trying to get housing and trying to just stay alive out there. So please keep the folks from Hurricane Helene last year in your prayers. I mean, there's just so much to pray about. I had to write Texas now onto my prayer list in the morning that I pray every day. I just seem to keep adding to it every single day, which is fine. I'll pray the prayer list as long as it gets for as long as it takes. That's my first priority every morning because prayed up first, prepped up second. I don't just say it, guys, I live it. So, all right, well, that'll be it for now. Don't forget, Don't Speak News is home base for everything that we do for as long as we're around. There's an option to gift the website to us right here. Enjoy this site. Gift the author a WordPress.com plan. So you can be taken straight to the funding for the website right there if you wish. Otherwise, I've got a fundraiser set up as well that not only includes the internet, or not only includes the website, but also includes the internet for this month, the internet and phone for the program that's due on the 19th. I figured I'd just combine them and get it out of the way because it's not far away. So I'll put that up here with the link to everything else that I put up today. But Don't Speak News is home base for everything that we do for as long as we still are here. And if you want to subscribe to the website, there's an option to do so at the bottom of every article, and there'll be one pop-up while you're here on the website. But if not, just click on the Subscribe Contact Johnny tab. And there's a box right here where you can subscribe as well. Type in your email here, click on subscribe, and that way, every time I put out a new post, you'll be notified. Also, here's Don't Speak News at Proton Mail. That's where you contact me. And then to find us on Rumble, BitChute, Telegram, and everywhere else where we're on the interwebs, click on this tab here, and then all the links to find us around the internet are right there. And then last but not least, if you'd like to support us, we are listener supported only, as I've said many times. That link is right here. Click on that tab. And all these links are also at the bottom of every article. And there we go. That'll be it for now. Prayed up and prepped up at all times. God bless. Take care. Johnny Storm. Don't Speak News.